I'm sitting in this hot ass car and shit. Well, warning for anyone that's under a certain age, don't watch the video because foul language, and if you're not supposed to be watching a black person talk about death, then go. I'm not mad. I just hope no one like comes by and it looks like I'm talking to myself. It looked pretty weird. Now, from the title of this video, because I literally just thought of it, you'll be confused and be like, so why? Okay, first things first. For the people that play video games, do you remember like that one time like you turned the cheats on if you ever played like a GTA type game? You turn all the cheats on and stuff. You're going around, running around, not dying, and it's just so much fun. Yeah. That gets boring after a while. Like, for all the people I've ever encountered online, after like an hour or so, just like, pretty bored. If you ever play like a Call of Duty, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Call of Duty. But if you played any game, I guess, in that genre, imagine having infinite health and going around shooting everybody and stuff and not dying. Now tell me, how much fun would that be for you? Like, tell me. And like, you can't come close to death, like, at all. Like, it's just, you just won't, and you won't die. Like, and you can get all your kill streaks and all that. And I'm pretty sure 99% of people will get bored of that eventually. Why is this? It's not that hard of a question to answer. A better thing. What's the point of living life if we die anyway? It's actually the other way around. Or is it? What's the point of death if we're going to live? That's a brain teaser. Or not really. But, okay, let me stop procrastinating. Let me get to the point. Hold up, this guy's right here. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. I'm not editing that out. Okay, look. Death is as beautiful as life is. And life is as ugly as death is. Now, I'm not gonna just say something straight out of my cheeks and cheeks and expect you to believe it. Now let me explain why. Because any and all those examples, if you do anything, okay, imagine playing a survival game. The reason the survival game is so fucking fun is because you can die. Now, it might not be the main reason, or it might not be like the first thing you think about, but it's because you can die. It's trying to see how long you can go without dying. The reason we all play zombie games, the reason we all play Call of Duties, GTAs, and that type of stuff, is because you can't die. It's that thrill you get from not dying. Now, don't get me wrong, there's technical be like, well, I just played for fun, and some people actually do. But I mean, in most cases, people are like, bro, I got a 20 kill streak. For real? It's the fact that you survived. Death does the same thing, but in real life. Not saying when you play Call of Duty it is in real life, but I think most people know what I mean. Life doesn't have meaning. It wouldn't have meaning if we were all immortal. Just be like, we don't need to eat, we don't need to do anything. It would get pretty boring. And then instead of trying to figure out stuff, we would try to kill ourselves. Like, we would get so bored. Like, after like living for so long, you would just be like, it's like you have all the cheat codes unlocked in a game, and you're just like, this is how it would happen. Now, it might be different for other people, but at least how I think it would happen. I'm not going to just say straight facts. Okay. First, you become immortal. And then, like, the next 100,000 years or so, not 100,000 years, the next 1,000 years or so, you just having a blast being immortal. And after you look up YouTube, Netflix, you're just like, after being around for so long, you'll eventually just be like, begin to get true bored, because like shit repeats itself. Just most of the time, no one's alive long enough to see it, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, they're having another war. And then we'll have like another Donald Trump or something, and you just be like, oh my god, he's another Donald Trump. And then like kids in the air, who's Donald Trump? Don't worry about it, little Jimmy Jr. Wait, don't worry about it, little Jimmy Jr. the 13th. Your dad looked the same way when you were a kid. How do you know that, mister? That's not important. That's not important. But then after that, you would seek knowledge, because you would seek some form of entertainment. Now, look, after like a good 500 or 1,000 billion years, after some time, you gonna fuck every bitch you want to fuck, get any job you want to get, possibly understand computers. Even if you don't care for that stuff, you would get bored and start doing stuff you normally don't do. Like, when you get bored, you're like, you know what, let me see what this is about. And you would rather be irritated than bored. Great fact. Like, if you're truly bored, you'd rather be irritated than bored. Or like, you'd rather do something semi-difficult than be bored. Like, I swear to God. Then you would try to read books. I can't read crap. Like, I can read, but I hate reading. I would eventually try to read books. Like, I would get bored. I would seek some form of entertainment, some form of knowledge. After I do that, I would eventually become depressed. Being bored, you're just like, okay, what can I do? Because, like, you can't go out with nobody because you don't know how to play the game. And it's almost like half of the thrill of going out with somebody, I might be wrong. You can say I'm wrong. Go ahead. Half of the thrill of going out with somebody is trying to get them. Half the thrill of playing a game is trying not to die. Half the thrill is trying to be better than the competition. But when it's like this. Nobody wants to have a fight. Oh my God. This makes so much sense. No one wants to have a fight if they're always going to lose. No one's going to want to have a fight if they're always going to win. It's the fact that you can lose. It's the fact that you can die. That's what gives life meaning. That's what makes life life. You doing something dangerous. Sea diving or something dangerous. Because that's kind of opinion based to some degree. It's the thrill of it's the thrill of living after you do it. It's like, yes. It's like you're kind of craving it. But once you've been alive for so long, you know how to do everything. Like, everything, speak all languages. You pretty much hacked life, hacked the game. And the reason I keep using the game ways, like, that's more of a, like, physical, like, you can kind of see it, actually. And, for example, imagine playing a game over and over on loop, right? The only difference is there's different characters, different dialogue, and certain things are a little bit different. But the main thing is, again, the end results are going to be pretty much similar. Like, it's like so close. You can like almost like you barely can poke the gap of how far away it is. That's how it would be to be immortal. That's what life gives me. That's why life has meaning. It's because we can die. Now for all those religions, people and stuff, I'm not trying to cut y'all down or cut y'all up, but there's nobody that knows 100% fact of what's going to happen on the other side. Okay, there is a couple of people, me being one of them, but it does vary from person to person because everyone has different, I'm not going to say everyone has a different afterlife, but everyone has a different, like, I'll say domain for the lack of a better word. Everyone has a different domain that they reside in or different places. Yeah. That's what gives life meaning. Now, I'm not going to just say people go somewhere else different when they die. Now, there might legitimately be nothing. There might be a God there. Which one, though? So many gods. Which God? That's could kind of hush down the religions, which if anyone comes with the religion, they're gonna try to kill me. Dang KKK. But I pretty much I wish I could have ended it at like 10 or something. You know how beautiful and sexy that would have looked. Okay, but like that's pretty much it. Death gives life meaning. Life gives death meaning. Because if you didn't have one of them, then you wouldn't have the other one. Because if we were all dead, hold up. If we were all dead, life wouldn't be there. If we all was alive, death wouldn't be there. It's the fact that people can die. You make medicine. It's kind of like an evolving system. Now this is the time where I'd be like, thank y'all for saying, like, rate, I don't know how to rate, and subscribe. Yes, that's it. I just want to end it on 11.